Most people believe that saving money is the foundation of building wealth, and on the surface, that belief feels logical, disciplined, and responsible. Yet there is a quiet mathematical reality underneath it that changes how the entire system works once you actually slow down and examine it closely. Imagine someone who consistently saves a fixed portion of their income every month, avoiding unnecessary spending, making careful decisions, and gradually building a sense of financial control. And over time, their bank balance grows, not dramatically but steadily, creating the feeling that progress is being made and that this approach, if continued long enough, will eventually lead to financial security. The problem begins when we look at the structure of money itself, because saving is a linear process, meaning the only way it grows is through direct input. You add money and the total increases by that exact amount, which creates a ceiling tied directly to your income, your discipline, and your time, and no matter how consistent you are, the system does not accelerate on its own. At the same time, the environment around that saved money is not static, because inflation quietly reduces purchasing power, costs increase over time, and the value of money slowly erodes, which means that even as the number in the account rises, what that number can actually do in the real world may not be increasing at the same pace. When you place these two forces side by side, something subtle but important appears, because saving alone becomes a race between linear growth and exponential decay, where your effort increases your balance step by step, while the economic system continuously adjusts the value of those steps behind the scenes. This is where the mathematical difference between saving and investing becomes impossible to ignore, because investing introduces compounding, and compounding changes the structure from linear to exponential, meaning growth begins to build on itself, not just through new contributions, but through the accumulation of reframes how progress feels, because instead of measuring growth only by how much you can personally add, you begin to recognize growth as something that can emerge from structure, patience, and the mathematics of accumulation working quietly in the background. And in that sense, the real difference is not discipline versus lack of discipline, but understanding versus misunderstanding, because the rules of the system were always there, operating consistently, whether noticed or not, shaping outcomes in ways that only become obvious when enough time has passed.